So I'm in Luke 10:38 through 42. I'm reading in the NLT. As Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he taught. But Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, "Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me." But the Lord said to her, "My dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her." And so I want to say to you, who are you? Are you Martha or are you Mary? And so I had written down the other day, I wrote, Martha is the queen of hospitality, making sure all the needs are met, food is done, and house is in order. Or Mary, who is queen of being at his feet. You will do all the things and help and put your house in order, but you recognize that in the presence of God, everything stops. Now, there was a time that someone was in my life that said to me over and over again and kind of nailed it in my head that faith without works is dead. But I've also come to understand that works isn't always about the toil of your hands, but your work in the spirit. Now, there's a time where you'll have to be Martha. But when in the presence of God, are you recognizing his presence and becoming Mary? Mary was queen of being at his feet, so much so that she anointed his feet in another part of scripture before he was crucified. And so I'm just saying to you, recognize where the balance has to be. Martha was so much more concerned serving the Lord with her hands versus serving the Lord at his feet. Mary had understood it, and based on what it says in this scripture, God said Mary has discovered it and it will not be taken away from her. Nobody can take from you what is done in the spirit. Things you toil for, things that are accessible in real life, like, this water bottle and all of that stuff can be taken from you, but nobody can take what you get in the spirit. Nobody can take that intimacy you have with God. So just recognize when you need to be Martha and when you need to be Mary. Let that seed plant deep and grow.